Learning to detach from people and situations can be a pivotal skill, offering serenity and resilience amid the chaos. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy originating in Greece, offers profound insights into achieving this detachment. Let's delve into its timeless teachings, unveiling a roadmap towards embracing detachment while navigating the complexities of existence. Step 1. Practice acceptance. Being accepting is a really important part of Stoic philosophy. It means understanding and embracing the way things and people really are. It also means knowing what we can control and what we can't control. The Stoics believed that we have control over some things in life through our choices and actions. But there are many things that we simply cannot change. This doesn't mean giving up or being passive, but rather deciding to concentrate our efforts on what we can change and accepting what we cannot. Acceptance doesn't mean we have to agree with everything or follow without thinking. It means we recognize and allow the current situation without fighting against it. It's a choice we make to stop trying to control things we can't and focus on doing helpful things within our control. When we practice acceptance, it helps us handle life's uncertainties more easily. It stops us from constantly fighting against things we can't change and lets us focus our energy on things that can make a real difference. This change in how we think helps us feel peaceful inside and resilient, so we can face life's challenges calmly and with a grounded attitude. Step 2. Focus on what you can control. Stoic teachings say that it's important to focus on things you can control. This means paying attention to actions and thoughts that you have the power to influence. You should put your efforts and emotions into those things. Stoicism focuses on understanding what we have control over and what we don't. Even though we might want to change things around us or how people behave, Stoics believe that our real power lies in how we react and think about these outside events. When we focus on things we can control, our thoughts, actions, and choices, we free ourselves from stress and irritation caused by obsessing over things we can't influence. This change in focus gives us the power to own our responses and handle situations in a way that matches our beliefs and values. If we understand what we can and cannot control, we can focus on things where we can actually make a real difference. Acting in a proactive way helps us reach our full potential and create positive changes in ourselves and the things nearby us. When we choose to focus on what we can do and control, we feel more powerful and less stressed. This helps us tackle life's problems with a clear and determined mindset. By thinking this way, we feel more in control and able to handle whatever comes our way. It helps us stay strong even when things are uncertain and navigate through life with confidence and strength. Step 3. Cultivate inner peace. Finding inner peace is a big part of Stoic philosophy. It focuses on the idea of staying calm and peaceful even when life gets really tough. Stoicism says that to find real peace, you don't need things or situations outside of yourself. Instead, you need to look inside. It means doing things like focusing on the present moment, thinking about yourself, and controlling your emotions. That way, you can have a peaceful and calm feeling inside. By practicing being mindful, people can become more aware of their thoughts, feelings, and how they respond to things happening around them. This greater awareness helps them to notice what's going on inside without getting carried away by strong emotions. Stoicism, which involves activities like meditation or self-reflection, promotes understanding of oneself and creates a sense of inner peace. The philosophy called Stoicism tells people to find their inner calm and happiness from within, rather than relying on things happening around them or what others do. It says that if we focus on our own good qualities, values, and being a good person, we can feel steady and peaceful. Instead of relying on outside praise or approval, people can find strength within themselves by focusing on their inner qualities. This helps them stay strong and resilient inside, even when things are chaotic or uncertain outside. To find inner peace based on Stoic beliefs, you need to practice being aware of your thoughts and feelings. paying attention to the present moment, and not depending on others for your happiness. This helps you handle life's difficulties calmly and peacefully, making you strong and giving you a better understanding of who you are. Step 4. Embrace impermanence. The idea of embracing impermanence is an important lesson in Stoic philosophy. It highlights the fact that life is always changing and nothing stays the same for long. Stoicism says that everything in life is always changing and won't last forever. It reminds people to understand that everything, like situations, relationships, and emotions, will keep changing and eventually end. Stoicism tells us to accept that everything in life is temporary. It teaches us not to get too attached to moments or results that don't last long. Instead of desperately holding on to certain situations or expectations, Stoicism advises us to develop a mindset that understands that everything comes and goes. Knowing that things change helps people see life in a calm and stable way. It helps them handle the ups and downs of life without getting too upset or overwhelmed. Understanding and embracing the idea that things don't last forever helps us enjoy and value what we have right now. It allows us to fully experience things without worrying about them coming to an end, which makes us feel thankful and aware. Accepting impermanence based on Stoic principles means understanding that everything is temporary and learning to release our desires for specific outcomes. By embracing the idea that change is a normal part of life, we can develop a deep sense of calmness and strength within ourselves, making it easier to handle uncertainties in life. Step 5. Set healthy boundaries. Creating clear and healthy limits is really important in Stoic philosophy. It helps us take care of ourselves and have control in our relationships and interactions with others. Stoicism teaches us to know our limits and set boundaries in different parts of life, like relationships, work, and personal commitments. Setting boundaries means clearly saying what kind of behavior or treatment we're okay with from others. When people set limits for themselves, it helps them protect their feelings and thoughts. This helps them stay in control of their own lives and keep healthy relationships with others. Creating boundaries is in line with the Stoic idea of concentrating on things we can control. It lets us have control over how we react to things happening around us, stopping us from getting caught up in unnecessary emotions and keeping our inner peace intact. Learning to set boundaries helps people communicate clearly and know what to expect from each other, which can prevent misunderstandings and arguments in relationships. It allows individuals to express their own needs and limits, which helps build honest and fair connections with others. Creating healthy boundaries based on Stoic principles includes knowing your boundaries, expressing them clearly, and standing up for yourself in interactions. This helps you have good mental and emotional health, fostering a balanced and peaceful approach to your relationships and different situations in life. Step 6. Seek perspective. In Stoic philosophy, it is really important to have perspective. This means seeing things from a wider and more objective point of view. It helps us understand situations and events better. Stoicism teaches people to take a step back from their immediate reactions and emotions in order to think about situations from different perspectives. This involves developing a mindset that is open to different opinions and alternative ways of understanding events. When people try to understand things from different angles, they can get a better grasp of complicated situations. This wider point of view can prevent them from making quick judgments or acting without thinking, solely based on their first feelings or thoughts. Stoicism teaches the value of taking a more objective stance, allowing individuals to detach themselves from the immediacy of emotions and biases. By adopting this approach, one can assess situations more rationally, making informed decisions and responses based on a more comprehensive understanding. Seeking perspective fosters empathy and understanding towards others. It encourages individuals to consider different backgrounds, experiences, and motivations, leading to more compassionate and inclusive interactions. Seeking perspective according to Stoic principles involves stepping back from personal biases and emotions to gain a broader, more nuanced understanding of situations. This practice facilitates better decision-making, fosters empathy, and promotes more harmonious interactions in both personal and professional spheres of life. Step 7. Practice non-attachment. Practicing non-attachment is a foundational principle in Stoicism, encouraging individuals to cultivate a mindset that is unburdened by excessive emotional ties or dependencies on external outcomes. In Stoicism, not being too attached doesn't mean not caring or being indifferent. It's about fully enjoying experiences and relationships without being too caught up in set expectations or depending too much on certain results. Stoicism suggests that being too attached to things outside of us, like situations, belongings, or what other people do, can cause emotional upset and worry. By not being too attached, people try to keep a sense of inner peace and calm, no matter what's happening around them. This philosophy encourages individuals to appreciate and cherish experiences and relationships without clinging to them excessively. It involves acknowledging the transient nature of things and being prepared to let go when necessary, without being consumed by attachment or desire for permanence. By not being too attached, people become stronger when dealing with life's unknowns. They learn to adjust and handle changes more easily because they're not too tied to certain results or situations. Not being too attached helps people rely more on themselves and be more independent. It encourages people to find their own happiness and satisfaction from within, instead of only looking for approval or joy from things outside of them. According to Stoic ideas, not being too attached means enjoying experiences and relationships without holding on too tightly. This helps people feel free inside, be stronger, and feel more satisfied, no matter what changes happen around them. Step 8. Develop resilience. Developing resilience is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the cultivation of inner strength and adaptability in the face of adversity. Stoicism teaches that challenges and setbacks are inevitable aspects of life. Developing resilience involves embracing these difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than being overwhelmed by them. Being strong, in the way Stoicism talks about, doesn't mean hiding feelings or pretending problems aren't serious. It's about recognizing troubles but staying strong and steady. This way of thinking encourages people to see problems as important experiences that can make them stronger and wiser. By seeing challenges as chances to test their abilities and good qualities, people can become strong and keep going, even when things are tough. Stoicism teaches that it's important to face troubles with bravery, patience, and never giving up. By growing these good qualities, people can handle troubles with grace and determination, becoming stronger and more able to cope from the experience. Being strong in Stoicism also means accepting failures and setbacks as part of the journey towards becoming a better person. It encourages people to learn from these experiences, adjust, and keep going with new determination. Becoming stronger, according to Stoic ideas, involves seeing challenges as chances for growth, growing good qualities like bravery and patience, and seeing setbacks as important parts of the journey toward personal growth and strength. Step 9. Focus on your values. Stoicism teaches that it's important to focus on your values. This means making sure your actions and decisions match your main beliefs and good qualities. Stoicism stresses the need to figure out and make clear your personal values, good qualities like bravery, wisdom, fairness, and self-control, and use them as guides in life. By understanding and putting these values first, people can make decisions that match their sense of right and wrong. This matchup helps people feel honest and real, guiding actions and choices even when things are tough or unsure. Focusing on values gives a strong base for making decisions, lessening the pull of passing wants or outside pressures. It lets people tell the difference between what's really important and what might be surface level or short-lived. Stoicism encourages people to grow good qualities that help their own well-being and the well-being of others. By focusing on values like kindness, honesty, and fairness, people can handle life's difficulties with a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Holding on to values gives strength during stormy times. It gives a sense of meaning and direction, offering clearness and steadiness amid life's uncertainties. Focusing on your values, according to Stoic ideas, involves figuring out and putting first good qualities that show your true self. By making sure actions and decisions match these values, people can lead a more real, purposeful life that adds positively to their own well-being and the world around them. Step 10. Be mindful of judgment. Being aware of how we judge others is a big part of Stoic philosophy. It tells us to think carefully and show understanding when we look at others in different situations. Stoicism tells people to be careful with judgments, knowing that our views can be biased or limited. It reminds us not to make quick judgments based on first impressions or feelings. Being aware of how we judge involves looking inward and being aware of ourselves. It tells people to stop and think about their thoughts, asking if their judgments are right before making decisions. Stoicism teaches that by being aware of how we judge, we can develop a kinder and more accepting way of thinking. This lets us interact with others in a more genuine way, creating stronger bonds and reducing needless fights or mix-ups. Being aware of how we judge, as Stoic principles suggest, involves looking inward, showing understanding, and being open-minded when we look at others in different situations. By thinking carefully and understanding when we judge, people can create more peaceful interactions and add positively to their relationships and communities.